So what we're doing today, we are actually converting or reading a problem and actually filling out a table based on what the problem says and determine if this is an additive or multiplicative relationship. So remember, we still have our input, which is our independent variable, which is letter X, and our output, which is our dependent variable, which is letter Y. So when it says Robert rents a kayak from the park for $4.50 an hour, basically they're telling you that's $4.50 an hour. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and put it on the second try. So in 1 hour, in 1 hour, he pays $4.50. Now, if I were to not rent it at all in 0 hours, then I wouldn't pay. Now you have, if I rent it for 2 hours, well, what I would need to do is $4.50 plus $4.50 is $9. And if I rent it for 3 hours, $4.59 plus $4.50 is $13.50. So I filled out the table. So basically, I would need to figure out the process. Now the process would be times $4.50 because in 1 hour is $4.50. $4.50 times 2 is $9. $4.50 times 3 is $13. So that's going to be $4.50. And even though we didn't rent it at all, we still would multiply it by $4.50, which is still 0. So when you have an input and output, so an input of 0 and an output of 0, that means that this is going to be a multiplicative relationship because we have 0 hours and we're not going to pay anything because we didn't rent it. So that's a multiplicative relationship. So always remember, when you have 0, 0, that's going to be a multiplicative relationship. Now I need to write this as generic equation. So that's going to be y equals, so I'm going to go ahead and put it up here, y equals, and this is going to be $4.50 x. Because it is multiplication, we're going to go ahead and write it this way. So make sure you understand that when a relationship, an input is 0 and the output is 0, then it's going to be a multiplicative relationship. So go ahead and write this on your assignment and make sure you come back to the video. Come back to the video if you need help filling it out. Also make sure that come back to this video if you're having trouble solving the next problems.